Hello guys, I want to try out more building content as there's a limit to how many tutorials I can make. I'll still post them, but I will try and do both. Now on to the actual video. I've always wanted to build my own solo extreme demon, but I feel like platformer demons are less oversaturated compared to regular ones and can have more fun ideas, so I'd like to give it a shot. This was somewhat inspired by a minigame in a Roblox game, but most of it is my own ideas. Anyways, onto the building. I started with the basic idea of the player needing to stay in the dot spotlight to survive. If you go out of the spotlight, you die. To make the spotlight effect, I used a gradient trigger, then put vertex dot mode on. I also used static trigger and zoomed it by x 0.8. I placed a spawn trigger to enable some effects when you respawn or enter the level. For the song, I chose Electrofunk by IAMB Score. Here is what it sounds like. To make area around the spotlight kill the player, I made spikes around the spotlight so when you go out of it you will die. To be honest though, this was a stupid idea considering how much time it would waste to change the hitbox every time the spotlight changes shape, so later on I changed this. Anyways, I made it move around with the move trigger in accordance to the song time. Seems quite easy, doesn't it? So I decided to buff it, because read the title LMAO. I then made the spotlight move to the other side. This is when I decided to let it go all the way throughout the screen. Now I wanted the player to change game modes in the start, but I wanted it to look pretty interesting, so I made the portals come onto the screen. I also built the floor of the stage. I mentioned in another video that you should use the reference image mod, and I used it to get the general shape of the stage. In this video, I didn't add shading in this video, but I will in the next building vid. I only used the mod to get the general shape of the stage. If you want to support me and see the finished product, subscribe to my channel and like this video. I also made these curtains, so there will be a curtain pull to reveal sections of the level. The vision for this level is that the curtain reveals multiple different areas where the player should dodge the obstacles while staying in the spotlight. In this video, I only got to nearly finishing the beginning of the level. Although it is the most simple and boring part, it helps the player get used to staying in the spotlight. One thing I must say is, the level is easier than it looks, because when you use the square hitbox kill blocks and stretch them enough, the hitbox is a bit strange and only works when you go deep enough into it. And here is a placeholder background for now. I also added a spike that just pops up out of the ground because, why not? I then made the sky to represent the first part after the curtain pull, the city. I got the roads and made them look like this by using the brick blocks that were released in 2.1 then stretched. I was just using the editor, and thanks to some glitchy geode mod, my game crashed. So I thought I had to rebuild everything, but I remembered I copied the street's shape. I then rotated it to make the road straight and then extended it because I was going to make the street move back to make obstacles pass by the player through this move trigger. Damn, forgot to turn off swipe LMAO. Editing some layering RQ. Now, one thing you might have found odd is the fact that everywhere else around the spotlight wasn't dark due to the lack of light, so I got more gradient triggers to make that effect. Here's how it looks. I wanted the curtains to change color, but it looked bad emo. I also wanted to edit the hitbox by buffing it, but I changed my mind on how much I wanted to because the initial buff was quite ridiculous. It was like 260 frames per second frames microclicks, and after playtesting and seeing how bad it felt to play, I toned it down so it isn't really microclick spam. Here's an update on how the level looks. I then removed the attempt count and used a custom booing death sound as I plan to add a crowd. This is just some more hitbox adjustments. What else to say so? Here's what we got so far. So that's it. Unfortunately, I didn't start any of the cool ideas I had for the level, but I hope you enjoy, as the next part is going to have a lot more extreme gameplay. This was more of creating a foundation. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to my channel. You could also comment on what you'd like to see next. I'm open to suggestions and ideas for videos. Until next time, bye.